Tenchi Muyo. Tenchi Muyo Ryo Oki. One of my favorite harem comedy anime series. Definitely in my top 10, at least the first two OVAs. And you may be wondering why just the first two OVAs. Well, because Tenchi Muyo Ryo Oki OVA 3, 4, and the current one 5 are pieces of shit. What's up, y'all? This is B-Dub, the Anime Master. Today we're going to be talking about the Tenchi Muyo franchise downfall. That's right. The downfall of the Tenchi Muyo franchise overall. Let's get started.
B-Dub, the Anime Master. B-Dub, the Anime Master. B-Dub, the Anime Master. B-Dub, the Anime Master. Dragon Ball Z, the Anime Master. Here we go, the Anime Master. Dragon Ball Z, the Anime Master. Here we go, the Anime Master.
So I'm going to be changing some things up for this video. The first part of this video I'll be outside. Well, I'm inside a train station. But then there's going to be an audio part for the second half. It's just a little mix-up thing I'm trying to do anyway. So, why do I think that the Tenchi Muyo franchise is a dead franchise? Well, first let's start with Tenchi Muyo OVA 1 or Tenchi Muyo Ryo Oki OVA 1. It debuted in 1992 in Japan and it was pretty damn awesome. And the first OVA and the second OVA was pretty decent. You know, it had some really good character development, at least in my opinion, some fantastic background music, and the overall like characters like Tenchi and the girls, the character development was pretty good, you know, overall. There were a couple confusing plot moments here and there with the Zero Ryoko stuff and stuff like that, but overall it was pretty straightforward and simple and solid. And, you know, I feel like the Tenchi Muyo franchise, you know, when it branched out to the TV series, Tenchi Universe, and the first Tenchi Muyo movie, Tenchi Muyo and Love, I felt like the quality was still there. You know, it was like some really good Tenchi Muyo quality for Tenchi Muyo movie 1 and Tenchi Universe. Tenchi in Tokyo, there's a mixed bag. Rewatching it over the years, I feel like Tenchi in Tokyo isn't that bad. I feel like the worst Tenchi series is Ryo Oki OVA 3, but I'll get to that later. But I wouldn't say the series grew on me, but I will say overall, as far as the beginning, middle, and end, it's not as bad as I remember it being when I watched it on Toonami. I didn't hate it, but I thought it was kind of, you know, bleh. But one of the, I guess you could say one of the best things about Tenchi Muyo, Tenchi in Tokyo, the original music score is fucking amazing, you know. But, you know, I digress. So the TV series, you know, Tokyo, Universe, the original OVAs 1 and 2, pretty solid overall, as far as production, quality, characters, music, and etc. When the series pretty much was dormant for about 8 years, when they came out with Tenchi Muyo Ryo Oki OVA 3, that's when things became more confusing, too many new characters, and not enough focus on the original characters. And when they did get back to the focus on the original characters, it was still pretty damn confusing. And then the franchise once again took almost a 10-year break, came back with the 4th OVA and the 5th OVA, and from what I've heard and some of the clips I've seen, it's kind of the same shit, where it's like Tenchi Muyo the Talking, where all they do is sit around and talk. Now, I don't mind slice of life elements, I don't mind slice of life anime, but when your focus is a harem anime series, you have all these characters and all they're really doing is just talking and making breakfast and like just talking. It's a boring series, you know. When you come from OVA 1 and 2, then 3, and then 4 and 5, it's just boring. And then you introduce more new characters, more like they're expanding the lore with the GXP and all this other stuff, and it's just, at least in my opinion, it became too convoluted for its own good, you know. And like I said, it just became Tenchi Muyo the Talking, the fucking talking. What the fuck happened, you know? So yeah, the Tenchi Muyo franchise, sorry about that guys. I had some audio problems with the video while I was outside, so it's going to be a podcast style video from here on out. But like I was saying, Tenchi Muyo Real Oki OVA 3 was pretty much Tenchi Muyo Real Oki the talking, where all the characters, all the main characters, just talked. And there were some scenes of like, battles and stuff like that and banter between the girls, but I felt like the series' original focus was just gone. The way they tried to explain the three goddesses, Washu, Tsunami, and Lady Tokimi, it was just a bit like too much information jam, some confusion, and it was kind of out of nowhere a little bit, even though there were some seeds that was planted in the original 2 OVAs, but I don't know, it just felt like it was like too late at that point. It was 8 years since the previous OVA, so they didn't really do anything to kind of set you back up for that type of reveal, at least in my opinion. As far as the Tenchi Muyo franchise overall, not just the 3 original main series OVAs, but you do have Tenchi Universe, which is entertaining. Tenchi in Tokyo, surprisingly, isn't as bad as I remembered. Tenchi Muyo GXP is entertaining, but it's not really a good series overall. And I haven't watched Tenchi Muyo War on Gemini yet. I've seen some bits and pieces of it, but I'm not really like interested in checking it out. At least not yet. I will check it out soon. And Tenchi Muyo, I have a full review for that later. But overall, the Tenchi Muyo franchise, at least in my opinion, since the original 1990s OVAs compared to the early 2000 OVA, and then the current 4th and 5th OVAs, which I hear are not really all that great. The 4th one is available to watch on Crunchyroll subtitled. There's no dub version as of today, and I do hope that changes though, because the dub version will be pretty cool if they bring back most of the active Tenchi Muyo cast, as far as the dub version for the 4th OVA and maybe even the 5th OVA. And that would only be the main thing that I would even like be excited about, is just watching the dub version, because the 4th OVA is supposedly even worse as far as jamming a bunch of characters and no real focus. And I heard the 5th one is not that much better. It supposedly has some type of conclusion to it, like it might be the last one, maybe, I don't know. But if it is the last OVA, then good riddance, honestly. Let the franchise die, or try to do a reboot and do something completely fresh and different, because trying to continue the story since the original OVAs, it just isn't working out at this point. It's just not. I'm still a Tenchi Muyo fan. I still have my fond memories of the original OVA series and universe and Tokyo and etc. on Toonami, but it's a huge major disappointment. And a lot of better harem style anime shows have come out over the years since then that does a better overall job of telling a better story with better fleshed out characters and motivations and etc. But yeah, that's about it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What are your thoughts on the Tenchi Muyo franchise overall? Do you think the series has just fell off, or do you still think it is as good as ever? Let me know in the comment section below. Check out my Twitter account, my Instagram, and my TikTok. Links are in the description. I am B-Dub, the Anime Master. Stay tuned for more anime, manga, and video game videos. Peace.